Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited because I'm doing my full review and swatches of the brand new Essie Gel Couture Sunset Soiree collection. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. I share tons of like home, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, Amazon, nail polish, all the content. So definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell if you have not already. All right, let's get into it. This collection was supposed to launch on June 1st on Ulta's website, and then I stalked it every single day until I saw it on there and purchased the entire collection. It does consist of these 6 colors. I'm gonna go through color by color, show you an overlay of me trying the polish on. I took notes. I've got my little notebook in front of me with all of my notes on each color. I also painted them on a color wheel with 1, 2, and 3 coats for each color. So yeah, I have so much info. I will link all of the colors down below per usual, along with everything that I'm wearing today. Also, after I painted my nails 6 times in a row yesterday for you guys for this video, I ended up painting them. Don't mind my self-tanner hands. I messed up my tanner and then my fingertips, since I use so much acetone, taking off the polish so many times, my fingertips, all of the tanner is off, so my hands look insane. But I ended up doing a ombre manicure with 5 of the colors, and I think it's really, really cute, minus my hands. Okay, we're gonna go from lightest to darkest. I just feel like that's, I don't know, a good order to go in. So the first shade is this one. It's number 70 in Chiffon The Move. And I did do swatches here. Oh, I have a fingerprint on this one. I didn't even realize. So you're not gonna be able to tell that well the difference in the swatches on this one. Okay, so these 2 are completely blank. So it's 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats. This one, when I show you guys the overlay, that's 3 coats. To get really any opacity, I really needed the 3 coats. The first coat was pretty streaky, and then the second coat was still streaky and just too sheer for me personally. And so I did end up doing the 3. What I'll say is, in the bottle, it looks really iridescent, like when you see that shimmer. But then on the nails, I didn't notice that as much. It looked like a really nice milky white. I did like it. I actually think I like this one better than Funny Bunny, but if I had to choose, which is OPI, if I had to choose a polish to compare this color to, it would be Funny Bunny. I've tried Funny Bunny so many times, I just can't seem to love it as much as other people do. I like this one better than that one, but it certainly is sheer until you go to 3 coats, and even then it's not like a white, it's definitely still a sheer white. The next shade is this one. It is 102 Atelier at the Bay, and this one I also did 3 coats in the overlay that I will show you guys. It was opaque after 3, but it was still streaky after 2, so I thought that was something to note. I also do have tanner on right now. This is the color that's on my pinky. So all of the rest of the colors, I have 1 nail that is painted this color. And I think that it looks more yellow right now than it did in the overlay that I'll show you guys. So it is like a light, creamy yellowish. And if I didn't have tanner on, I think this would be really, really, really unflattering on me. I don't think that it is a super flattering color. It's one of those colors that if I have a tan, I think would be okay, or if you have a deeper skin tone, but other than that, I don't know. It would probably depend on your undertones too. I personally have neutral undertones, but if I wear just certain cool toned polishes, it looks really, really bad on my skin tone. Not saying that this is what that is, but I'm just saying in general. So this color, I don't think that I would wear it on its own. I like how it is in this little sunset ombre, but I don't think I would ever wear this one on its own. Let me show you guys the nail wheel. So here's 1 coat, 2 coats, and 3 coats. And as you can see, it certainly becomes more and more opaque as you add the layers. But this is definitely a 3 coat color in my opinion. Next we have number 56. This is Low Tide High Soot, and this is another 3 coater, which I just think that because the whole point of this collection was for it to be a muted sunset collection, when you start muting lighter colors, they become more sheer. And if you want it to be opaque, it kind of has to be like the full color depth, if that makes sense. So I think that's why. I could be wrong. That's just my assumption. This one though, I was a little bit surprised that it wasn't more opaque after 2, just because, I mean, it's light, but it's like a light medium type of a shade. It's not like the lightest shade on earth. So I was a little bit surprised, but I think that's just my assumption. Anyway, it was really, really smooth going on, and the color is really caramely, which I think is gorgeous. It's what's on my ring fingers right now. And I love this color. So I have quite a few nude nail polishes. The one that comes to my mind is, I think it's Dolce de Leche from, I think that's what it's called, from OPI. I actually had 2 bottles of that because I kept trying to make it work, and it just does not work on my skin tone, does not look good on me. But this one I'm loving. Of course, I'm gonna try it again when this self-tanner situation comes off and I can see it on my lighter skin tone, although it is summertime, so I will likely be more tan than usual anyway. But I think depending on your skin tone, again, I'm neutral undertoned, so I think this would be gorgeous on deeper skin tone, and then also depending on what your undertones are if you do have a lighter skin tone. One other note I had about this one is that it was not streaky even after 2 coats, so if you did want something that was a little bit more sheer, you wouldn't have to take it all the way up to the 3. You could stop at 2 and get that nice sheer coat of color. All right, here we go. 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats. As you can see, it certainly builds up more as you add coats to it, but it's just the most beautiful caramel color. I think this is such a staple for a sunset collection. Okay, that got me thinking, and then I had to pull some other nail polishes I had, and I did a little comparison for a couple of colors. So the color that I was thinking of when I was talking about low tide, high soot is Tickle Me Francie from OPI. It wasn't Dolce de Leche, although I do believe they have that color, and I'm pretty sure I bought that one at some point. I must have decluttered it, and this is actually in my declutter pile. But this one is more cool toned if you look at them side by side. The swatches as well. This one is the Essie one, and this is the OPI. So as far as skin tone, you just have to be cognizant of what your undertones are and what is flattering for your personal undertones when you're trying to choose a nude shade like this. The next shade is number 55, Coastal Couture, and this shade is like the perfect pinky, peachy, muted coral shade for summer. I think that I could see this being my go-to summer shade. When I first saw it, I was thinking, I have a shade like that. And at first I was thinking maybe it was this shade, which is in Couture Curator, but this is way too light. And then I was thinking maybe it was this one, and this is in the shade Stitch by Stitch, but this one is too mauve-y. I looked through everything. I thought maybe even Elephantastic Pink. Oh, this one is Live Love Carnival, but I was thinking Elephantastic Pink from OPI as well. That one is way too pink. This one is just that like muted in between that fits right in there. It's the shade I have on my middle fingers right now, this shade. And I just think that it is so perfect for summer. It is so gorgeous. 2 coats does the trick. It is completely opaque. I did do 1, 2, and 3 shades just so that you can compare them though. So this is 1 coat, 2 coats, and 3 coats. And again, after 2 coats, it was completely opaque, no need for a 3rd coat. And in the overlay that I show you guys, that's 2 coats. This is definitely a very, very, very pretty color. I think this is what I'm going to paint my nails when I take off my ombre manicure. Then we have number 212, Sunset Soiree. This is the color that the entire collection was named after, and this color is beautiful. I mean, all of the colors are beautiful. I do love some more than I love others, and this one is just one of those good ones. It's a really fun, punchy color. It's opaque after 1 coat. I ended up doing 2 coats just because I always do 2 coats, but you can totally get away with doing 1 coat of this, which is awesome, especially if you're one of those people that's in a hurry and just wants to do 1 coat and call it a day. This is definitely one that you could do that with. I just think that my nail polish lasts longer when I do 2 coats, so I do just always do 2, but you can definitely do 1 if you want. It's not streaky after 1, which is awesome. This is another one of those like really perfect colors for summer. And when I was looking through my collection, I was thinking it might be similar to Live Love Carnival, which is a color that I wore a ton. Like right when quarantine started and I was looking for anything happy, I was wearing this color for like a month and a half, 2 months straight. And I was thinking that maybe these two were really similar because they both are that like nice orangey, peachy coral shade. But then I swatched them and they actually are decently different. This is the Essie Sunset Soiree and this is OPI Live Love Carnival. So they are different. If you have one of them in your collection, I don't know that you need both of them because they are similar, but I do see a lot of differences. The Sunset Soiree has a little bit more like rusty tones in it. It's a little bit more muted, and the Live Love Carnival has more reddish bright tones in it. But besides that, they are similar. So I don't think you would need both of these in your collection. The last shade is number 301, Sequins on the Rocks. This is another one coat shade if you want it to be. Again, I always do two, but it was completely opaque after one. This was by far the smoothest and creamiest of the colors. It went on gorgeously, no streaks even after one coat, which is almost unheard of in my mind. I think that it is such a beautiful shade. I will say, it was a little surprising to me that this shade was included in their summer collection because it does look like it could be a fall shade, not necessarily a summer shade. Like when I'm looking at this bottle, this is not screaming summer to me personally. And I did want to do some swatches because I have quite a few shades in this family. As you can tell, this one is definitely the most muted, and this is the Essie Sequins on the Rocks. This is OPI That's Berry Daring. This is OPI Dutch Tulips. And this one is Essie Drop the Gown. So these are the shades. At first I was thinking maybe it was a more, you know, summery berry shade, but this one is That's Berry Daring from OPI, and it's way more magenta and poppy than the one from Essie is this year. I mean, looking at this, I love it. And even when I painted my nails that color, I was super excited about it, but I do think I'm gonna wear it more in the fall. So that was just something to think about. I don't know that that's one, if I was gonna go out right now and purchase them, that I'd purchase right now. I would probably hold off to purchase that one. I would say that the middle three are my favorite ones, which are Low Tide High Soot, Coastal Couture, and Sunset Soiree. These shades are just gorgeous and scream summer to me. I do like the lightest shade, which was Chiffon the Mauve, and I think that I will wear this one actually. And then these two, I'll wear this one in the fall for sure. This is the only shade out of the collection that I'm just like, I could leave it. I don't think I'll ever paint my nails fully this color and wear it for a week. Alrighty guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below, let me know which one is your favorite color, or if you're planning on trying any of these out. I would love to know. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.